Amidst the vast expanse of the desert, where the wind carries golden clouds of drifting sand, there flows a river, silent yet alive. The Nile. It was more than water, it was the heartbeat of the world. From its steady rhythm, one of humanity's greatest civilizations emerged. Long before the first pyramid stone was laid, small communities settled along its banks. They noticed the annual flood, precise and unwavering, bringing with it the dark, fertile soil that could turn the barren desert into gardens of plenty. Crops flourished, communities grew, populations increased. And with this abundance came the first glimmers of hope, planning, and order. Through careful observation, they learned that nature had laws, that time had a rhythm, and that life could be organized around it. From these observations, the first calendars emerged, marking days, months, and seasons, and with them, the concept of balance in the universe. This balance, they called Ma'at, the principle that all things divine and human must coexist in harmony. As their understanding deepened, human society grew more complex, and with it arose the figure of the pharaoh. The pharaoh was no ordinary king. He was believed to be a living god, the guardian of cosmic order, whose deeds dictated the well-being of the land, the bounty of the harvest, and the fate of the people. Every natural phenomenon, a flood, a drought, a storm, was read as a sign of the pharaoh's success or failure in maintaining Ma'at. With such sacred authority, Egypt undertook monumental projects, the most iconic of which were the pyramids. Often misunderstood as mere tombs, these structures were actually machines of eternity. They were designed with cosmic precision, aligned to the stars, engineered to guide a king's soul into the heavens. Each stone was carefully placed, each dimension calculated with astonishing accuracy, even by today's standards. Building these wonders required the coordination of tens of thousands. Farmers during the off-season, skilled stoneworkers, astronomers calculating celestial alignments, and accountants keeping track of labor, food, and resources. This was not merely construction. It was a sophisticated, state-managed project that gave ordinary people a sense of purpose and connection to eternity. Yet Egypt was more than monumental architecture. Life along the Nile was vibrant and human. Craftsmen carved intricate symbols of gods and daily life into stone. Children played along the riverbanks. Women ground grain and baked bread. Musicians played harps at festivals. And the air was thick with the scents of incense and desert flowers. It was a society where work, art, devotion, and joy existed side by side, interwoven into a living tapestry of culture and faith. Egyptian physicians were remarkably advanced. They could set broken bones, stitch wounds, and create remedies from herbs, combining practical medicine with spiritual belief. Illness was not merely physical, it was a disruption of the soul, requiring both science and ritual for healing. This intertwining of body, mind, and spirit gave Egypt a unique understanding of life and death. And it was in death that Egypt truly revealed its vision. For the Egyptians, death was not the end, but a doorway. A person could journey to a more complete existence beyond the mortal realm, if prepared correctly. Mummification was an art form, where the body was cleansed, organs preserved in sacred jars, and wrapped in hundreds of layers of linen. The Book of the Dead accompanied the deceased, a guide for navigating the challenges of the afterlife, ensuring that the soul reached the presence of Osiris and achieved rebirth. Over centuries, Egypt was conquered and occupied many times. The power of the pharaoh waned, capitals shifted, and much of its knowledge seemed lost. Hieroglyphs, once the language of gods and kings, became an indecipherable mystery, and the civilization was buried under the sands of time. Until 1799, when a black stone was discovered by French soldiers, the Rosetta Stone. It contained the same text in 3 scripts, unlocking the voice of ancient Egypt for the first time in over 1,000 years. Suddenly, humanity could hear their stories again. And what we discovered was astonishing. Egypt had not only built pyramids, but it also created calendars, governance systems, medicine, astronomy, engineering, art, and religion, all grounded in the profound understanding that humanity is part of the cosmos, not its master. Every time the desert wind brushes against the pyramids, it is as if Egypt is whispering a message across millennia. What you create with all your heart may outlast your own lifetime by thousands of years. And so, when we stand before these monuments today, we are not merely looking at stone and sand. We are confronting a question that humanity has struggled with for millennia. Can we leave something eternal behind? Egypt tried, and the echoes of its civilization still speak to us today. If you enjoy stories like this, don't forget to subscribe. There are many more untold histories waiting to be revealed.